Hey everybody, it's the Doll Boy, and today I have a super special video to share with you. A while back, it was announced that a brand new doll line was coming out with 9 tiny dolls that have rooted hair, super cute face-ups, and so much articulation. I already was super excited about this concept, while being a little hesitant about these dolls being blind boxes. So you can probably understand my excitement when I got an email from MINNEE asking me if I wanted to take a look at some of their dolls. A few weeks later, I got this super cute PR box in the mail as a gift that has the MINNEE logo in the front, and on the back says Small Girls Big World to hint to the tiny size of these dolls, since they're only 4 inches tall, which is about 10 centimeters. And I was super excited to actually explore how much detail they managed to put in this tiny doll. After getting that first cardboard layer off, it reveals my first mini doll. And in this little drawer underneath, there are even more dolls. The box she comes in has a super nice design with this super sleek black background that has an artwork of the doll on it, outlined in a metallic pink that shifts really cool in the light. On the side, you'll find the artwork of 8 out of the 9 characters, and then the one on the bottom right is supposed to be a secret one. On the other side of the box, there's another character from the series, and all boxes have the same 2 images on them. Removing the tape on the side allows you to take off the black metallic bottom that has MINNEE on it, which gives you access to a pink bottom that you can also remove. And that way, you can take out all the blind boxes to reveal your doll and accessories. Each doll also comes with this booklet that shows you all the different characters that are available. And it seems like these characters don't really have any names, but are more focused on the locations they're going to, like Winter Boutique, Bubble Tea Bar, Magic Academy, and Comic-Con. Retro Rollers also has 2 versions, with one of them actually wearing roller skates, and the other being the beach version. And Winter Boutique has 2 versions as well, with one of them being the blue one, and the more gold-toned being the rare version. Honestly, I'm not sure if this artwork is made by a human hand or AI, but my wishful thinking really wants to believe that it was made by a human, especially considering that the artwork really has all the doll joints and features correctly. On this booklet, it also shows you that the dolls come with a doll stand that you can put on that pink base, which I think is so cool that they included a doll stand even though they're super small dolls. And now, let's start unboxing the blind bags. The first blind bag I opened was this black one that actually already showed me the doll, and I really appreciate that they package her with a plastic wrap around her face to both protect her face and lay her bangs down to prevent the hair from sticking up. Then I opened this other big bag that holds the doll stand and brush, and it's super easy to click the doll stand in the pink base. Then the next items I found were the boots, a kitty bag, an actual white kitten, and 2 kitten mittens. And the final bag revealed her outfit, which to my surprise was a rubbery material for the shirt that has a pretty strange feel to it, and the skirt is made out of fabric, with an elastic waistband to make it easier for you to dress the doll. Then for the doll's body, she has amazing articulation with this movement at the top of her leg, as well as a double jointed knee and ankle joints too, as well as a chest joint and articulated elbows and wrists. I did struggle slightly with putting on the sweater, but once I got it on, I definitely understand why they made this out of rubber instead of fabric. Because I feel like this rubbery material really allows the outfits to work on such a small scale and still have very specific folds and ruffles to make it look like a full-size doll that I feel like they wouldn't be able to achieve with a fabric alternative. For me, since the scale is so small, I definitely struggled with dressing this doll, and I unfortunately wasn't able to get the mittens to stay on her hands properly. But even without those, she looks so adorable. Each doll also comes with this card that has drawn artwork of the character that fits perfectly in the plastic container that they originally came in, which allows you to beautifully display your doll in that case. And after unboxing Cat Cafe, I then had 3 more of these mini dolls to unbox that all have the exact same packaging, unfortunately down to the barcode. So I do not think there is a way to get an idea which doll is in each box before actually unboxing them. One thing I do think is pretty interesting about these dolls is that the poster that you can see in the box always corresponds with the doll that's in the blind box. So for me, I knew even before opening the bags that this one was Bubble Tea Bar, and I actually really like that I now also have the doll that's on the front of the box. This doll also has bangs and a super cute face up with purple eyeshadow and a darker red lip. She's got 2 braids down the front and 2 pigtails, so her hairstyle is quite similar to the Cat Cafe one. In my first bag, I noticed that her accessories are even tinier to the Cat Cafe one, especially since her shoes are super small instead of the bigger boots, and she even comes with a necklace and a cup of bubble tea to hold. The second bag had the same doll stand and brush. And then I unboxed the outfit, which this time, interestingly enough, was a fabric top and rubber jeans. And it also came with a rubber belt. Dressing this doll definitely was much easier than my first one. And here again, you can definitely see why they went for rubbery material, because look how cool and realistic that jean looks bunched up at the bottom, which would definitely be much harder to execute if they'd used fabric. The downside of this small scale is definitely that some accessories are much harder to put on, so after a few tries of putting on the belt, I just gave up. The doll also comes with a pink headband and a glass of bubble tea that she can actually hold. And even though she was already wearing 2 bracelets and a necklace, she came with another necklace that you can just stack on. Her shoes also slip on super easily, and she also has a little black dog. She also has a bag that seems a little big for this scale, and as well as my first one, she looks so pretty displayed in that acrylic case. And since this video is already getting pretty long, I'm gonna wrap it up right now with my Cat Cafe and Bubble Tea Bar dolls, and I'm gonna unbox the other 2 mini dolls in my next video. I really hope you like this review of these first 2 mini dolls. And if you have any questions that you'd like me to address in my upcoming video, make sure to leave them in the comments down below, so I can answer those in my review for the following 2. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get a notification when part 2 of this video is posted. And in the meantime, also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at TheDollBoy. See you next time!